A historic pilot's watch brand pays homage to one of aviation's most revered and legendary aircraft. This is the new Breitling Navitimer B01 Chronograph 43 tribute to Concorde. When I first saw the name, I thought aviation watch pays tribute to aviation icon. Sure, that tracks. But after a long streak of collaborative watches with tie-ins in recent years for Breitling, Victoria Beckham models, NFL models, Aston Martin, and more, Breitling, through experience and testing different approaches, has shown it knows how to ensure the details add up in a way that feels genuinely considered rather than just commercially convenient. So, did they do that this time around? Let's get into it. But first, a bit of scene setting. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Concorde's first commercial passenger service. The Concorde, if you need the reminder, flew at Mach 2, twice the speed of sound, at 60,000 feet. That's high enough that passengers could actually see the curvature of the Earth. It cut the transatlantic crossing roughly in half. It was nicknamed the White Bird, and it is this bit of backstory that explains Breitling's execution of the dial. The main dial is a deep, rich blue, described as the shade of the stratosphere as seen from the Concorde at cruising altitude. Set against that blue are white chronograph subdials, which not only offer a dark blue panda dial, but also reference the Concorde's nickname, the White Bird. It's subtle enough that you'd miss it if you weren't looking for it, but once you know, it reads as intentional rather than incidental. The slide rule track on the inner bezel also picks up that white, tying the whole thing together. The indexes and hands are applied with superluminova, so legibility holds up in low light, which again is in keeping with the Navitimer's DNA as a tool watch. The case is 43 millimeters in diameter, stainless steel, and sits at just under 15 millimeters thick, 14.94 to be precise. Now, look, that's not a thin watch, but here's the thing with the Navitimer. It has never been about discretion. It's about aviation. Legibility and ease of handling the bezel are paramount. The lug-to-lug comes in at just over 49 millimeters, which on paper sounds like it could be a bit of a wrist swallower, but the slanted profile of the lugs mitigates the wear presence a bit. Ultimately, this is a watch that wears with presence and is meant to. The bidirectional bezel is in platinum, a nice premium touch. It gives the bezel a slightly cooler, more silvery tone that separates it from the case, just subtly enough to register, along with some added sense of luxurious heft. Things that just feel a bit heavier on the wrist just feel that much more luxurious. Water resistance is 30 meters, which is standard for this type of dress-adjacent aviation tool watch, and the crystal is cambered sapphire, glare-proofed on both sides, again, heightening that legibility. The case back is where some of the storytelling lives. It's engraved with one of 593, tribute to Concorde, jetliner, and Mach 2. That production number, 593, isn't arbitrary. It references the Olympus 593 turbojet engines that powered the Concorde. That little detail is exactly the sort of thing that either means a lot to you or it doesn't, but for those who know the aircraft, it's a lovely nod. Inside is Breitling's own manufacturer caliber B01. It's an automatic COSC-certified vertical clutch column wheel chronograph caliber, which is the architecture you want to see in a serious chronograph, and it delivers 70 hours of power reserve, making it effectively a weekend-proof caliber. The watch comes on a blue alligator leather strap with a stainless steel folding buckle, 22 millimeters at the lug, tapering to 18 millimeters at the buckle, giving it that sort of vintage sense. The strap color ties directly to the dial. It's a matching blue. And look, if alligator isn't your thing, or you want to play with the watch a little more once you own it, these days there are a sizable number of aftermarket options to explore should you wish for a 22 millimeter lug width. But out of the box, this combination works, and I think it would be pretty hard to beat. What I appreciate most here is that the tribute is worn lightly. Breitling hasn't plastered the Concorde silhouette across the dial or leaned into heavy-handed iconography. Instead, they've let the details carry the story. The stratosphere blue, the white subdials and white bird, the engine count edition number. It's a watch that rewards a little curiosity. I think Breitling has done something quite restrained and effective here. Those who get it will appreciate the tribute, and those who don't, well, they'll still appreciate a dark blue panda dial, with or without awareness of the backstory. Whether it's for you really comes down to whether you're drawn to the Navitimer in the first place. If you believe that a 43 millimeter pilot's chronograph with a slide rule bezel is the right kind of watch to wear, then this particular execution gives you something real to hold on to beyond just the base model. And if the Concorde means something to you personally, well, that's only going to deepen your relationship with the watch. The Breitling Navitimer B01 Chronograph 43 Tribute to Concord is available now as a limited edition of 593 pieces and is priced at $10,600 US. But now I want to know what you guys think of this Breitling Navitimer B01 Chronograph 43 Tribute to Concord. Do you like the aesthetic? Does the Concord element really resonate with you? And if it doesn't, would you still want the watch anyway? Because quite frankly, who doesn't like a dark blue panda dial? Let me know your answers to those questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. And as always, see you on the next one.